What is going on, my fashion business insiders? My name is Xavier Alexander and I am your fashion business insider. So here on my channel, guys, I specialize in helping fashion designers and fashion business owners, but especially fashion designers, build a profitable, meaningful, and also successful fashion business outside of their 5-year rank that they say that we go out of business. I'm still pushing. So baby, hang out with me and I'll take you places. I've had a lot of questions of people asking me about, hey, what is all the components that I need to know while I'm running my label? What is everything I would need to know? So I was like, you know what? This is perfect. This will give new up-and-coming designers a chance to see everything that they need to be kind of starting to focus on, but also it'll give more established designers another outlook on, you know what? I may don't have that. I may wasn't looking at that, or I wasn't doing that. So I just thought that this video would be very great for you guys because it's something I've already had in my index that I was like, you know what? I'm going to share that with them since I already have it. So since that video was so long, I broke it up into a part 1 and part 2. So in this video today on Monday, this part 1 will go live. On Thursday, part 2 will go live. So if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, watch my other videos, give them a thumbs up. But also share some of them, and share this one because somebody may need these tips outside of you. Okay? We can't keep all the knowledge to ourselves, people. That's why I'm here to give it to you, because you can't keep all the knowledge to yourself. Remember what I say, you got to be a blessing to somebody. Okay? That's the only way you're going to get blessed. So, jumping straight into the part 1 of this video, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any questions, leave them in a comment below and I promise you I'm gonna answer them. I'm gonna answer all questions. Guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Do you think you have what it takes to lead a fashion house? Let's see. Right into the video, it is how to become a fashion designer. Whether you love fashion or you just really into just the design process, this is something everybody wants to know. It seems like this, I get asked this question so much. How was the process? What did you have to go through? What was schooling? How was schooling? How much did schooling cost you? So guys, I am here to go over all of that with you today. So starting off, let's jump right into it, guys. First thing is education. You have to have a form of education. Some designers did not go to school. However, now if you want, and I'm saying this, if you want to work in the fashion industry in this day and age, you have to have a fashion degree. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, it's not how it used to be in the past, where people like Michael Kors, St. John, the woman from Alice and Olivia, a lot of them started their labels without going to school. That's not the time we live in now, especially if you want to go work in the fashion industry. Going on too, if you going to school, guys, picking your school is very crucial. And I say picking your school is very crucial. I say for me, it's 2 things that you need to inquire when you go into pick a school if you are looking to go to fashion school. Accreditation. Have they ever lost their accreditation before? How long have they had their accreditation? And is it something that is it meaningful? Because just because the school is credited does not mean that a lot of their credits are accepted. So that's another thing that I've learned in my journey of being in uni, is that a lot of things are not accepted. In design school, you would take 4 to 6 classes. Now, those 4 to 6 classes will have up to 2 to 3 projects per class. So if you tally all that up, if you're taking 4 to 6 classes per quarter, and now most design schools work off a quarter system. Quarter systems are 3 months. So that will almost have you at 8 to 18 projects through your whole entire year. Alright, the reason why I say going to school is crucial is because this is where you learn all the aesthetics of how to become a successful designer. Alright, moving it on to point 2. So point 2 is price and clothing categories. This is very important. Price and clothing category. This is where you will learn your price points. Who are you designing for? How much do they make a year? How much do they spend a year? How much do they spend on their average day? How much do they spend on clothes? What do they buy? Do they buy suits, jackets, pants, dresses, gowns, evening dresses? It goes that deep. Then now, guys, I'm going to actually show you a little slide that has all of this broken down. So let's get you over to that. So now we're back for the second point of section 2. The second point of section 2 is now you're going to have to figure out what tier are you going to fall in. So this part has more. There are 3 tiers. You have high street, you have premium high street, and you have luxury. All of those are different tiers. All of those cater to different people. All of those have different price points. So you remember at the beginning I said price point is key. Now that you're going to find your category of who you were designed for pertaining to what tier that you were designed under, this is where your price points come in. All right, so now moving on to, we're gonna go over to another slideshow, and I'm just gonna give you prime examples of brands that falls in those tiers so you guys can kind of understand, because these are brands that you shop at, and I mean, so you can kind of really now understand, oh, okay, so this is a high street brand, this is a premium high street brand, we all know luxury. So let's get you over to that, guys, and we'll be right back. So now that I showed you guys that, now where do you fall? Now we got to figure out where are you going to design under. Are you going to be a contemporary designer, a ready-to-wear designer? Which ready-to-wear and contemporary is almost the same, but they don't kind of consider it the same. Will you be an urban designer? Will you be an evening wear designer? It's different. Then from that point, you have to figure out who are you going to design? Are you going to start off designing women's wear or men's wear? Part 3, you have to know color. And this section, guys, is like, it's no other way to say that. You have to know color. Color is how your customers buy. Color is what draws your customers. So you have to know colors, because you got to know what's going to work in what color and what's not. All right, guys, moving on. 4, fabrics. Fabrics. You have to know fabrics. Everything that you design cannot be made in every fabric. I know. Ooh, I know it just broke a lot of people's heart. But all right, people, right here's a good example of what I mean when I say you have to know your fabrics. This is written out of how this will be and how it will appear online. So I wanted to write it out like this because, guys, when I looked this fabric up, this is nothing but a brushed cotton. But online, I've always seen it as double-sided brushed, which to you guys, if you look online, because I've had a lot of clients and I've had a lot of people their self come to me and make this mistake and buy this cotton brushed fabric because they thought it was spandex. And the reason why they be fooled is because if you can look at the pictures, how they twist the fabric. Sometimes a lot of knit fabric is twisted like that, so it gives that appearance off that there may be a knit, and that can confuse a lot of people. So looking at this right here, as you can see, guys, that this is a breathable and buttery soft fabric with texture on both sides. Now, one time I said spandex. Now, one time I gave an illusion that this is spandex, but to you, not knowing that this is not spandex, you would not know that because you would think it's spandex because of how it is twisted. So this is when I say, guys, knowing your fabrics is very important. Now I have some other slides that I'm going to show you guys, and enjoy those. I got the descriptions of what they are mostly used for, and screenshot it if you need to, because this can be some great reference for you, and I'll be right back. I'm here to tell you the truth and not to have you in shambles, okay? So you have to know fabrics, because that's the thing, you have to know fabrics, because your fabrics also decides your price point. So every fabric cannot be used for the same thing. So that's that. Now, number 5, what is your niche? Let's figure out your niche. You have to figure out your niche, or we can figure it out together. Comment below and tell me what do you want to do, and we'll figure out your niche. Or you can go on Instagram right here and actually send me a DM, and we can figure out your niche. Baby, you ain't in this alone. I got you, boo. What's your niche? Your niche is, who are you? When I see your clothing, when I see your designs, what are your designs going to display to the world to tell me about you as a designer? What is your love as a designer? This is where your niche comes in. What is people gonna know you for? Are you gonna be known for your jackets, your clothes, your style, your tailoring? What are you gonna be known for? That's your niche. Now, going right into number 6, guys, we have drawing and illustration. Drawing and illustration is something, honestly, guys, it's an if. Now, if you do go to fashion school, people, unfortunately, you will have to take a drawing class. I was in class with people who hated it. However, you still have to take it. It is part of your curriculum and it is part of the requirements to graduate. Now, once you graduate, you don't have to do anything with that. You can go hire an illustrator, or you can take those skills and become a freelance illustrator on top of having your own labels, which I did. It's on top of having your own label and making extra money with other labels. As a designer, you do not have to know how to sketch. You don't. I know a lot of people say people do, but you don't. Number 7, product and development. Now, guys, I wrote down some key points that I'm going to read out to you guys, and then I'm going to explain them. All right, so product development, this is mostly the process of what you will learn in product development. Inspiration, sketching, draping, pattern making, garment construction, spec sheets, line sheets. Starting off, inspiration. Inspiration, I would break down inspiration. So just say if I was designing a collection and I was like, all right, I want to design me a new collection. Now I got to go find inspiration. What's going to be my inspiration? Something like this would be an inspiration. You would take something like this and you will go and look at the picture and find out what inspires you. Maybe it's the ruffle, maybe it's the ruffle on the capelet. Maybe it's the embroidery details on the bodice of the gown. Maybe it's the embroidery detail that's doing that waterfall effect onto the gown. So little things, that's what your inspiration. Now from your inspiration, you take your inspiration and now you take it into a sketch. So this is the sketch, guys, as an example I did for you guys. Hopefully that it actually show up. But this is my sketch of my inspiration, and I want to do for you guys so I can show you this is what you would do. This is part of product development. Is when you are developing your collection, when you are developing your products, when you are developing your collection to send over to the manufacturing companies. So I wanted to just lay that out to you guys just so you guys can understand product development. Now, so from this point of now I done found my inspiration. Now I done sketched out my inspiration of what I want to do. Once again, this is the illustration from my inspiration. All right, so now I'm going to take that over to my mannequin and I'm going to start draping it out. Now from this point, I'm going to take that drape and I'm going to take it and start making a pattern for it. So now from this point, I'm going to take that pattern and give it to my seamstress. And so my seamstress is going to sew it up to make my sample. And now from that sample, I got to design a spec sheet. And now from that spec sheet and that sample is what's going to be sent over to my manufacturing company to produce my product. There you go. That quick. See, it's not hard. Alright guys, so that is my part 1, the first segment of this video. So guys, hope these beginning points was very helpful to you guys and open your eyes on some things. Now, do not forget, on Thursday, part 2 will drop to this. So if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the channel or you will miss those last facts pertaining to this. Now also, in Thursday videos, a great gem will be dropped. A very great gem will be dropped. So once again, subscribe so you don't miss that gem. Guys, once again, y'all know my motto here. How can you be a blessing to the world if you're not a blessing yourself? Let's be a blessing, people. Bye.